At the time of this video release, Motown Gospel is likely regretting one of its decisions to give XScape member LaTocha Scott a deal for a solo album. In case you're not familiar with this story, I'll describe it as concisely as I can. LaTocha is a member of a 90s R&B singing group called XScape. She always wanted a solo deal and was able to get one with Motown Gospel. She has a sister named Tamika Scott. Tamika alleges that Motown deal was originally meant to be for both sisters. Well, the sisters were part of a reality TV show that aired earlier this year called SWV and XScape, The Queens of R&B. The show aired after LaTocha Scott had signed the dotted line on her record deal with Motown. And it seems like before the ink was dry, a lot of LaTocha's dirty laundry was aired out on the show by her group members. Along with scheming her sister out of the record deal, there were accusations of her stealing tens of thousands of dollars from her sister, and LaTocha and her husband, Rocky, being involved in skimming money from the group for performances. Motown likely regretted their decision to sign her, so perhaps in an effort to clean up her image before her album was released, she did some social media live streams and interviews, surely with the intention and purpose of boosting album sales. Her husband did some of the interviews with her as well, and also did a little bit of talking on his own.
You said on Instagram Live recently, and it got so blown out of proportion, that you have an open marriage. What you meant was,
we communicate. We have open communication.
Right.
But
And
we keep things private. Yeah,
and it got blown up to say...
He doesn't have it that good, no.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up because I heard that, and I was like, yeah. Okay.
I was emotional that day, but yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't have it like that.
To all those people that are out there who are judging me because of my relationship with my husband. We have been married for 28 years. I have been with this man for 28 years through the highs and lows. I've been at my worst. I've been depressed. I've been wanting to take myself out of here. He was the only one that stood by my side. And I'm not saying this to make it seem like, oh, he's everything, but he's everything to me and my family. He's everything to me and our son. And do we have problems? Are we perfect? No, we're not. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Am I perfect? I'm not perfect. I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you see everything. But with our relationship, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private, but we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages. Everybody ain't gonna always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand beside my husband? I know, y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything. I'm not oblivious to things. My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship. We have spoken about things. That is my private business. But because I'm sharing my heart with y'all, I'm letting y'all know, please, stop it. I can't even think about the things that are going on now because I'm being attacked. Everywhere I go, I'm being attacked. I go to the radio stations, I'm being attacked. I go to this place, I'm being attacked because I said I wanted to do a gospel project. A gospel, I want to sing to the Lord. And every other minute, I'm being attacked. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. My sister, that's my family. My husband, that's my family. And I can't even get through the things that I got to get through because y'all attacking me.
I don't go to strip clubs or around with somebody. That ain't that's life. Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship.
But with our relationship, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private. But we have that.
I don't go to strip clubs or around with somebody. That ain't that's life. Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship.
My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship.
Me and my wife we ain't got no open relationship.
My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship.
We ain't got no open relationship.
We do have an open relationship.
And I think that it's safe to say that the damage control efforts were only more damaging, because LaTocha's album, The Invitation, A Conversation with God, only sold 678 copies in its first week. There's no way that Motown can be happy with that. Perhaps in a different time, and if LaTocha were a different person, Motown might have had her back a little more. The label certainly had Marvin Gaye's back when he impregnated a teen, who was his wife's niece. And I don't care how you cut it, that makes her his niece too, if only by marriage and not by blood. And the whole family was in on it. The niece was Denise Gordy, who is also the mother of actress Bianca Lawson. Bianca's father is actor Richard Lawson, who is now married to Tina Knowles, who is the mother of Beyonce and Solange Knowles. That Hollywood circle is so tight at times. Anyway, do you think that LaTocha's album wouldn't have been a total flop if she had received the Marvin Gaye treatment? Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. Marvin Gaye, the soul singer we all knew and loved from Motown's glory days, was named Marvin Pence Gaye Jr. on the day he was born. He was named after his father, Marvin Gaye Sr., who ultimately killed Marvin Gaye. Today we know him as Marvin Gaye, G-A-Y-E. But when he was born, his last name was spelled G-A-Y. Like Sam Cooke, C-O-O-K-E, who was born Sam Cooke, C-O-O-K. Marvin added an E to his last name, but not for the same reason as Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke added the E to his last name to signify the new start in his life, his transition from gospel music to secular music. Marvin Gaye added the E to his last name in order to dispel any rumors about his potentially being homosexual and to distinguish himself from his father, whom he did not like at all. Well, there is a Marvin Gaye III, and that's why we're here today, to talk about who his parents are. We'll get right into it, but please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe and comment, "I subscribed," so that I can say hello to you in the comments section. Two biographies on Marvin Gaye tell of this same story. Divided Soul, The Life of Marvin Gaye, was written by Gaye's own trusted biographer, David Ritz, and Trouble Man was written by Steve Turner. At the time that Marvin Gaye III was conceived, Marvin Gaye was married to Anna Gordy. Anna Gordy is the older sister of the founder of Motown, Berry Gordy. Anna was 17 years older than Marvin Gaye. Both biographies say that Anna Gordy faked a pregnancy while she was married to Marvin Gaye, and Marvin Gaye went along with it in order to put up a front as a wholesome family for the media and Motown fans. So for years, that was the story. Well, when Marvin Gaye was being interviewed by David Ritz for his first biography, which was released in 1985, a year after Marvin Gaye was shot to death by his father, Marvin told David Ritz that his son, Marvin Gaye III, was adopted. There are reports that say that it took for the biography to be released for Marvin Gaye III to learn of his true identity. In the few years before his death, that was Marvin Gaye's story. His son went from being the biological child of his and his wife's to being adopted. But when he was pressed to answer who the biological parents were, Marvin Gaye would not say. Steve Turner revealed that information in his subsequent biography, and the mother did confirm. The real mother of Marvin Gaye III is Denise Gordy. Denise was Marvin Gaye's niece by marriage, and his wife, Anna Gordy's niece by blood. She is also Berry Gordy's niece. At the time Marvin III was born, Marvin Gaye was 26 years old. His niece, and the mother of his child, was 15. It seems that a big motive to hide the truth all of those years was to keep Marvin from being jailed for statutory rape. If these details are hard to come to grips with, I understand. But we must also take into consideration that Marvin Gaye was openly dating the young girl who would become his second wife in the same year that Anna Gordy divorced him. Marvin Gaye was 34 years old when he started dating Janice Hunter, who would become his second wife. At the time, she was 17. As far as the conception of Marvin Gaye III was concerned, it was a family affair, and everyone was on board. Anna being too old and unable to conceive, Marvin wanting a child, and Denise just wanting to give them what they wanted. Denise Gordy herself said, quote, "My aunt was unable to have children, and I had one for her. It was as simple as that." Unquote. Well, obviously now several years have passed and the deed is done. But is it as simple as that, like Denise Gordy said, in your opinion? Even if it is 100% true that this pregnancy was just some arrangement authorized by the Gordy family, does it make Marvin Gaye's decision to have sex with his teenage niece any less deplorable in your eyes? Let me know in the comments section. By the way, Marvin Gaye III followed in his father's footsteps. Check him out. I'll put a link to his music video called "Can't Take My Eyes Off You" in the description box. Come back and thank me later. This video has been brought to you by me. Well, my Patreon is a sponsor for this video. If you like these dirty scandals on my channel, then you'll love my Patreon, Ty's Too Hot Hot Mess History. It has all of the stuff that I can't talk about or show here because it's just too hot, too violent, too sexual, too graphic, too much. Come and join us there for the hot mess history. The link is in the description box. Are you a content creator, influencer, or blogger who feels like your platform could use an extra boost? Are you thinking about becoming a content creator, but you don't know where to start, and you want to be sure that you dot all of your I's and cross all of your T's? If so, Lailah Lynn can likely show you exactly what you need to get on your way. Her fun new class is called The Business of Blogging with Lailah Lynn, and in it, she is sharing the fundamental principles of blogging in 2022. Because let's face it, social media is a moving target, and what worked well 5 years ago is likely not what works well today. And with Lailah Lynn, you're getting the information from someone who is successful at putting the principles to practice on her own social media platforms, and she literally has the credentials to back it all up, as she holds degrees in social media marketing. Lailah Lynn is a multiple six-figure earner whose first social media marketing course helped this channel go from earning $30 a month to earning 5 figures a month. I'm ready to dig in my heels and learn even more so that I can earn even more. Are you with me? If so, hit my link at the top of the description box and join her class to access this amazing, affordable advice from a woman who knows her business, the business of blogging.